Hi, this is the lesson on data analysis. And basically, we are going to go through what you do once you have given a Schoolnet assessment and how to analyze that data. So, first, once you've logged into Schoolnet, uh, this general info little screen might pop up. It does give you some options of how to look, for example, drill down data and standards details and stuff like that. So it is worth checking out for sure if you do get that pop up. It's kind of a newer feature. I've blacked out and made a bunch of screenshots basically. That's why I'm not going directly into Schoolnet because of student and teacher privacy. So you'll see here, this is the home screen. And once a student or a class has taken an assessment, automatically you will have on your home screen the most recent data. You can change right in this area here, you can change the test that you're looking at if you want, or even the class that you're looking at. And it gives you some data, as you can see. And then right in this lower section here, it gives you student names and how they scored on the assessment. So that's under overall performance, still on your Schoolnet homepage. If you would like to know how they did based on each standard, you can use this drop down section here, and you can choose the standard to see how they performed on that standard for that assessment. And so now we're going to go into different sections. So this little section right here under reports is basically where we would be clicking. So if you clicked on student performance, you would come to a screen like this, and it basically goes through student performance for each item on the assessment, so each question, and gives you information of what the right answer was, what the students chose, and things like that. You can also, you can see here, you can see the students' total score and kind of check out how they did for each item. And it even gives the standard that's associated with each question item, which is a really nice feature. If you were to click on a student's name, which I have blocked out here, but if you were to click on a student's name, you actually can go and look at each of their assessment items and see how they did, and the the question, the answer they chose rather than the correct answer or whatever, and kind of get a student by student analysis. Then there's a skills analysis. So if you were to click on skills analysis, it brings you to this screen. Again, you have no student names showing here, but it would have student names. It also gives you a district average and a school average, which is really nice if you're pulling district data or trying to check that out. Notice all these lovely tabs are here. So in Schoolnet, there's multiple ways to get to places. So you can always just click on these tabs also to get to some of the locations that we're talking about. And under standards performance, that's a really nice feature off of the home screen. Standards performance button will bring you to a screen that looks like this. Again, that's from the original home screen. And basically, you are given each standard and how your students performed on those standards. And the colors are really nice for a quick check. And then also, if you were to click proficiency, it gives you a proficiency report of if your students are proficient on that standard or not based on that assessment. All right, standards mastery from the home screen gives you this wonderful standards mastery document. You could download it and discuss it in a PLC, which is really nice, or share it. But it goes through the standards on the tests and tells you, how many kiddos were in the blue and how many kids were in the green and how many kids got it right, basically, and how many kids got it wrong. The questions based on those standards. Back to the home screen again, as you see here. Now, just as a reminder, we're working out of this section here, which was the report section before. Um, if you go to click on a student from the home screen right here where I have it blacked out, you will bring up a student profile. So it's all the information on that child. And this is integrated with PowerSchool. So a lot of the information comes off PowerSchool. But you could see all these wonderful tabs here, and I'll go through a few of them that gives you information about the student. So here's some personal information, home address and things like that, parent name. You can look at their current academic record. So we can see that this kiddo made, looks like a couple of C's and B's and D's last semester, and see what they're currently enrolled in. You can also look at their performance on district assessments, and it goes back multiple years, which is really cool. And you could even click on benchmark tests as one of the tabs, and it gives you all their performance on benchmark tests, which is really amazing as well. Exporting data through assessments is the last piece that I'll show you. So when you go back to the home screen, this is just another way to get the data in a different way. If you click on assessments on the left in the blue, you will actually get a list of all of your assessments. So under my tests, you see here, you click on whichever assessment that you're interested in, and then it'll bring up an assessment. So here is a test. And then under the white left-hand column, there is a link for export test results. If you click on that button, then it'll actually download all your test results in a beautiful Excel spreadsheet. It's actually a CSV document, but it opens in Excel. It's got class name and student name, and just if you like working out of Excel, it's a really nice document, and usually that's where I pull data. Once you click that, it'll download it and it'll create like a little Excel sheet, and it'll give you a notification when your Excel sheet is ready for download. But that is another way to get some really great data and work through Excel. And that's pretty much it.